Becoming a well-rounded musician requires experience. But I'm not talking only about on-stage and performance experience, but experience in everyday life. We have to go out and explore new places, meet great people, get to know the culture surrounding us, look for magic moments, and go through all the ups and downs that truly make us human. This is essential for being able to really have something to say, to innovate, let alone the countless hours we spend practicing and honing our craft. There has to be a balance between the two, and one cannot do without the other. Having said all this, however, I'm going to take you now with me on a typical day in my life of practicing. This may sound funny, but a big part of my practicing is in the mind, away from the instrument, in front of the score or without the score, but that means getting out of the small confines, which is my normal practice space. Mental practice can mean anything, from organizing or solidifying your musical intentions, honing the ability to hear a phrase in your head before you play it, making sense of the indications on a score. I often do this mental practice before taking up the violin, and every time I start playing afterwards, I find that something's different. Even when I'm doing something else, I'm often tortured by one phrase in particular, playing it out a million times in my head, trying to make the best version I can, grasping and deciphering what it means. It can reach a ferocity where sometimes I just feel like I've gone insane. But I feel that nagging is a significant part of how I continue to get better, continue to raise my standard, and continue to search for the best way to express any one thought or emotion through sound. When it comes to practicing with the instrument, the first word that comes to mind is slow. When things don't work out in the practice room, and so often they do not, I always try to remind myself to take a breather, retrace my steps, and take it slowly. In fact, I think working slowly, steadily, one step at a time, and to take pleasure in doing so is such a valuable asset, and not just in music, but in any other field and any other activity. Over time, I've forced myself to enjoy working slowly, and I think it's worked since now I really appreciate the body awareness it's given me, milking out the sound, and in general, working at a microscopic level of detail. To not just be able to play the notes, but to capture the energy between the notes and the root of it all underneath. So I've had my thinking time, and now I'm going back into the practice room with a new idea. What's your new idea?